from building that. Now I think we're gonna make some Robominer plants, because this will speed up production a lot. Actually, it's gonna more than double in here the amount of production. Now our money situation will be going pretty bad if we build a lot of these Robominer plants, but we probably have to make them elsewhere too if we want to build something fast. Let's see in here. I think in here we are gonna make the biospheres first. Let's see how close we are in here. Well, this won't run out of room immediately. So let's make that Robominer plant first. Well, now we have a lot of production. We got 12 from the Robominer plant, so things are getting going a lot faster. We're gonna have a Robominer plant from there too. That's gonna take one turn. Let's see what our friends are doing at the moment. Well, they have no extra in here. What about our human friends? Well, they have already researched neutron blaster. That's a pretty good weapon. Let's see, they might be interested in making some technology trades. They probably want our Robominer, so I'm not sure if we want to give that to them. Let's see. Yep. Is there something else they would like to have? It's only the Robominers they want, but it's kind of a thing. Taken communication for advanced damage control. Well, this would help us pretty much. It is not a good deal, but it could help us a little bit, at least later on. Now, should we do this trade or not? We're gonna do this trade. Now probably we can't trade anything else because they are gonna want that Robominer plant. Yep. So that's gonna be it for now. Secure communication gave us 1 extra point at the moment, but we will gain more if we build some star bases. But let's see. Is there more population coming up in here? There will be soon. Now there's a lot of pollution in here. 25. It's gonna take 4 off. It's gonna take just 3 turns more, so I'm gonna put it there. We could make the solar treatment in here. Solar treatment in here too, but actually yep, let's make it now. 2 turns and we will have the colony ship ready. So I think send 1 there. So I'm taking this planet first to gain more kind of area. Now we will have the colony ship ready on next turn. Here we don't have the Robominer plant, neither do we have biospheres. We're gonna make that and the Robominer plant after it. And let's send that colony ship there. It's gonna take 3 turns and I'm gonna send another scout there too. Now we have the alien management center. Then we're gonna make planetary stock exchange. Well, I mean research planetary stock exchange. See, I think there's someone coming up here. No, they are taking Yue, which is actually a good thing, because the bad thing is that after that they can come to all of my colonies. But when they take that one, 7 parsec, they can't get there. But I can try to invade this one in here from them. So that's the plan. Swap this one. gonna keep that one there. It's gonna be the colony base, and let's get proper minor planet and solar treatment after it. It seems that we have no income at the moment. We have plus minus 0. Now a colony base in here. Large ocean pool. Or medium radiated abundant. Well, that's a hard call. Maybe we get this one. It's gonna take 14 turns before we can get that one. And those suckers are on their way. Now this planet is now full, so we have to swap this guy somewhere else. We are actually having nearly all planets full in Orion at the moment. But if we swap this, we won't have enough freighters. I think we have to make some freighters to... Now let's see where we are gonna make those. Let's make a freighter fleet in here. Now the good question is who we are gonna put in here to speed things up. Well, we could put one guy from here. Well, that would put down 12 turns. That's a lot better, because at the moment we can't pretty much buy anything. So now automated factory, marine barrels, missile base, research lab, propulsion plant, star base and colony ship. Let's put it that way. Now those are still closing by. Now we're gonna send an extra. Wait a minute, we have one extra in here. We really need this soil enrichment. That would be 10. Well, citizen to elsewhere. Let's do it this way. Now we have enough writers, so we can send from Ursa to Zosma. Which means that now we have some extra food. We can take it off from there, but we can take it off from here. Now, that's the way to go. But our income is looking pretty lousy. We have 0 income. And on next turn it probably is gonna be negative. So that's a slight problem. Let's see in here. Our population is going up way. Buildings are going a little bit down way. That's probably the colony ship. Fleet went a little bit up and it's gonna go down. Well, Sakura have invented something big. Let's see what they have invented. Well, there's a survival pods. There's nothing new in here. Pollution processor. There's no extra weapons in here. They have class 1 shield and they have iridium fuel cells. Well, that's a problem. They can get 9 persec, which means they can get to Ursa or Sosna with no problem. Well, I think we should spy on those bastards. Gonna need some fleet to take over their colonies. And we need to strengthen our defenses, because now they can show up pretty easily. Well, we have new neighbors in here. Orion. And Alkari also. Well, and Martian. Well, we have a lot of new neighbors now. Now we have biospheres in here, so we can put that extra population somewhere. And in here we have soil treatment so that we can better farm in here. But let's see. Well, they have 9 persec here. Trilar is in there 5 persec away. Then there's Alkari in there. Now let's see how far our scout we can get Sol. Or Trilar. Or that plant. Check that one. And we have no farming in here. Let's see. We put one in there and one in there. We have pretty much the same outcome, except that we have 3 fighters available. We're gonna need some defenses pretty soon. But first we need to make some money and see about these new neighbors. Let's first see about race statistics. So now we probably know everyone who are in here. So, Trilarian, Dictatorship, Aquatic, Large Homeworld, Rich Homeworld and Transdimensional. I think this Rich Homeworld is at least some extra they have gotten. Then Algary, Dictatorship, Ship Defense plus 50, Artifacts Homeworld, Transdimensional. Now Algary usually don't have Transdimensional, but in this difficulty level hard, all these computer opponents get something extra. Now Martian is feudal, it's usually dictatorship, and it does not have a population growth plus 50 or tax, extra tax. Ship offense, rich homeworld, warlord are normal Martian abilities, so that's the extra. Now let's see history graph. Population looks like Martian is a little bit over us. Of course there's incredible number of Sakras and Trilarians are a little bit behind. Humans are more behind, and Algary is really low number of population. Buildings. Now Sakra and Martian have a lot of buildings. Fleet. Well, everyone else has a fleet, but humans and Algary doesn't have a much better. Neither Trilarians and Martian have destroyed their fleet in somewhere. Sakra is looking rather nasty, and technology, well, we are up in front with the humans, so Algary and Sakra are a little bit behind. Trilarian and Martian pretty much below. So let's see about these races. Now we would like to make some trade treaties with them. Let's see what we can. We can't do anything with our Sakra friend because he's repulsive and won't be doing any deals. But let's see our pacifistic ecologist. Well, this looks like a nice guy. Class 1 shields. It has pretty much same things that we do, except this has better weapons, but it's missing few things in here. It has actually no achievements, and it's in war with Martian. No, that looks like a nice guy. What about Algary? Survival bots, honorable militarist. Colony. Well, it has a neutron blaster already. Equipment, class 1 shield, threatening armor, deuterium fuel cells. And let's see the Martian. It has heavy armor. Semion. Xenophobic militarist. Well, it is probably not so nice neighbor. Well, it has pretty low number of colony achievements. Well, it does have a telepathic training. Now let's talk with these. Let's start with Trilarians. Let's propose a trade treaty. Well, that didn't work out. Well, let's try research treaty. Well, neither that. Let's see if we can exchange something. Now, the deuterium fuel cells would be good for us. But he wants robo miners. So let's forget that one. Well, no success in there. Now let's try our next friend. What about trade treaty? Well, that went easily. Then let's see what can we change. Deuterium fuel cells, advanced damage control. Well, that's actually we traded that to human already, so we might be able to trade that. Now the survival pods. This is another thing we might like to have. Well, I think we're gonna take this deuterium fuel cells rather. Now let's see the survival pods. Proper miners, nope. What about anti-missile rockets? Alien Management Center. Well, I don't think others have that yet, so we're not willing to do that. But we got a trade treaty in here. Which means that we won't be talking with that other guy yet. Now, and we have a deuterium fuel cells, now we can get a little bit further away. But let's see if we have new neighbors next turn. No, we don't have enough money to make a deal with our next neighbors immediately. Well. It seems that we are on the same table with our Sakra friends. Now, nobody will probably vote them because they are repulsive, but they probably won't vote me either. Now, Martians won't like to vote anyone. Neither Trilarians. Well, I thought these humans were our friends, but nope. Neither Algorithm. Now, Tyrann voted himself. We have 4 votes. Now we could vote ourselves, but because we like to be nice friends with Tyrann, so we can vote him, and he won't win this because he only has about half of the votes. Now that makes our relationship a little bit better. Now they are now in UA. Let's see what's... Well, we are running on negative food, so we need to figure something out immediately. Otherwise someone is gonna be very unhappy. I don't know why, but they don't like to be without any food. Well, the problem is in here. Well, we're probably gonna take it up in here. Now that one extra food is gonna go next turn, because we have one more citizen in here too. This is not a good system. Now we had some settlers in here. That automated factory is coming up a little bit faster. And we managed to make a biospheres in here. At the moment too fast. This planet is getting full. Can see our enemies Well, their fleet seems to be mostly out of transport ships, so that's not so scary. No, I think we could a little bit spy on our opponents. Now huge Baron. 1 out of 16. Now we are again out of food. And why is that? Well, it's because this guy just arrived in here, so we have to do it this way. Now we have 2 extra food and we can put this guy in here. Now we are on 0 in here, so let's go and have a talk with the next. Let's see if these are spying on us. Nope. No, we didn't try to talk with our Martian neighbors yet, so let's have a word with this guy. Well, we can't exchange tech with it, so let's propose a trade treaty. What about research treaty? Well, looks like that's not gonna be an easy neighbor. Now let's see if our old human friends would like to change something. Alien Management Center for Heavy Armor. Now I'm gonna make this deal. Now I don't want to give out the dropper miners, but no, that's the only thing he wants now. But now I can change that same thing. Well, that was a problem. We couldn't change that Alien Management Center with this guy. Now let's see if we can change it in here. Well, this wants advanced damage control for the fusion bubble. I'm gonna make that deal. Well, I'm gonna first check out, did we already make a deal with that in here? Well, the human already has it, so it's not a problem to give it to this guy too. That relaxes it a bit, so we're gonna wait for a few turns and then try to make a trade treaty with this guy too. In the meanwhile, I'm gonna check out a few systems in here. I'm gonna go there first. See, human fleet, they have a battleship. Holy god, that's a tough thing. Now, if we take a one guy out of here, we have to put a one guy in here. Russian fleet. They have destroyed a couple of frigates and transports. Now do we have an extra population somewhere? Probably not. So they have only taken one planet from here. Well, they are pretty aggressive. Let's see their ships a little bit better. Only titanium armor. This coat is absolute piece of shit. Bobcat. This has some nuclear missiles. Otherwise lousy. This one has more nuclear missiles. Well, I'm gonna retreat from here. Now we have the Tropomine plant in here, which means that we can build the Bulrathi a little bit faster. And that's gonna take 3 turns to get the scope back. Now this Sacra fleet goes away. It's gonna probably be a good time to think about building some defenses. Let's see how far are we from there. Now let's go and talk our friends again. This trade treaty is currently doing nothing. Let's see if the human wants to change something. No, he doesn't want to. Let's see. He has a robo miners now, which means that I can actually trade those with the rest of these guys, because I won't be gaining anything by not trading that. Because soon everyone else will have it too. So I can get something out of the situation if I trade it now. Well, these suckers also have it. So let's trade it in here. Well, there's only 2 things we can take from it. So let's take these survival pods. That will help us, our leaders, ship officers, to survive if their ship destroys in combat. Well, that was all we could trade. No, we can't exchange any technology in here, but let's try if they make a trade treaty now. Excellent. No, that's a lot minus, so we're gonna be pretty low on money for a while. Now let's send this one to scout our human friends. Now let's see again in here. Can we trade something? Probably not with these guys. They don't want to make any deals with us. So, let's turn our next friends. Let's try to make a research treaty with Hungary. No, that went nicely. Now we got some minus from here, so won't be making any more deals just now. Well, here they have a star base, missile base and fighter garrison, so they have pretty good defenses in here, and they have that battleship. Now, planetary stock exchange. That will pretty much solve all the so-called money problems. But to keep upper hand on the research, we're gonna need this planetary supercomputer. Friends in here. These guys will eat from our hand. Even we need someone to do that. But in the meanwhile, there's other things we are gonna need, and one of those things is stock exchange in this colony. 3 turns. And it will double the amount of money we get from here. From other colonies, that won't be helping that much. Let's see, is there another place where we should build it? Well, maybe in here. No, we have something else on the way first. And we are gonna have an automated factory in here next turn. Now I'm not sure which way should we build the missile base, probably next. I think we're gonna put that on front. Same in here. Really lousy defenses in here, and we have a tempting enemy planet in there. Now let's see, where's the prime? We have 27. If we take one off, that's gonna be 23. Well, we can put that one in there. And now finally we are building missile base in here. 11 turns and we will have that. Now it seems that they have ships in there. Let's see now. We will soon have of population we already have in here. Automated factory 6 turns, 44. Now I could buy that, and I would like to buy it. But first, let's see what's the situation in here. You know, we have a little bit upper hand on the technology. That's pretty important. Unfortunately, these suckers have something better too. They have mostly better weapons and better targeting computers than we, but that's not a problem. Now they probably want to make trades, all, but they want that planetary stock exchange. I don't think that's gonna be worth exchanging. Well, pollution processor would be nice, but I'm not gonna give all of those that. So let's see what else we can get out of them. Let's try a research street in here. Well, let's try a non-aggressive back too. Well, that was easy too. Now they probably want planetary stock exchange. Yep. We are not giving that. Well, these guys are giving nearly everything, but they want it too. Now, is there anything else they would like to exchange? No, that's the only thing they want. And we are not gonna give that one to them. So, we have to wait for a while. Starbase and missile base, ultra-rich heavy G. Well. Now let's see. Let's go this one, since we don't know about it yet. Now our money problems will be gone next turn, so we can buy this one now. Well, director trucks gains a level. Now we have some money flowing in. And now we are gonna make a little bit bigger ship next, but probably not in here. Well, maybe not. Let's first design it. So we're gonna take battle bots, then we're gonna take heavy armor, and reinforcement hull, then we're gonna clean up everything in here. Then when I go get the fusion beam, we're gonna make it continuous so that it can hit something. Then we're gonna take some nuclear missiles, 5 shots, or 10 shots, maybe 5 shots. They have ECM jammers, so we're gonna take that. Then we are gonna need some fusion bombs. Well, we could take one of those. Then fusion beams. Point defense continues. Well, forward extensive now. How many do we need? 4. We can get. Well, if we take 5 of those, we can get 2 fusion bombs. Well, that's gonna be Coyote. Well, actually, we're gonna need a shield in here too, which means that we're gonna have to take something off. Building that Coyote would take 23 turns. But let's get that up in the front. Now we have Robomider plant in here. We have a missile base coming up in here. Now let's see. They have a cruiser. They have a colony ship. They have a damn battleship. And they have a frigate in there. And that battleship is a bit of a problem. We have some star bases in here, which we like to build. Just true. We need to build something in the middle. Let's see what they are gonna like when we visit their system. Now they only have one planet in here and there's a lot of population in there. For some reason, well, that's really sucking. But this one is not so good, but it's kind of planet you should take when it's in your home system. Flying that way. Well, Algari got lucky and random event just changed their planet to ultra rich. That's gonna mean their product will jump up a lot in there. And Orion and Martian made a peace. Well, getting some ships. Well, these suckers have 2 battleships. Which means that they are actually pretty problematic neighbors now. Starbase in there, starbase in there. They only have starbases in here. That's pretty interesting. Well, let's see what kind of ship they have. Viper 2. Well, this isn't actually as good as you could think. It's a battleship, but it only has a 50 structure. Well, it does have a better beam offense than my ship. Anti-missile rockets, and it has pretty nasty nuclear missiles. Mirv fast, that's not so pleasant, but it has only laser cannons. 1 nuclear bomb. Now let's try to keep that away and let's try to retreat. Well, and that sucker is now spying on me. Now the Tyrann is starting to be a pretty unpleasant asshole. So, what can we do with that one? Well, we have a new citizen in here. Well, I think we can keep it on building at the moment. Now let's see how many of our neighbors is now spying on us. Our human friend, he's not spying on us. Now Tyrann is spying on us. Not anymore. So it was his only spy which got eliminated. Seems that they have ion drive.